Hello, everyone. I'm here with my wife, Abby, and I'm gonna teach her a little bit about criminal law. Um, right?
Sounds right to me.
Um, so, so I'm gonna start with explaining a little bit what criminal law. Um, the governments respond to severely unethical actions such as fraud, embezzlement, Ponzi schemes, tax evasion, or inside trading. Um, so, when basically we do something bad.
And when you break the law, when
uh,
there's a law and you break it.
uh,
Yeah.
so, so we're going to talk about that.
Okay.
Okay. Um, so what's the difference between criminal and a civil infraction? Okay. So I'm gonna tell you what are the differences.
Okay.
So criminal law applies when someone has actually broken a law. Criminal infractions are very serious matters. They come with high penalties and must be proven beyond and reasonable that a crime has been committed.
Right.
So
So like when you go to court, like they have to prove that you're actually guilty.
yes,
You're innocent till proven guilty.
yes.
Yes.
Um, that's one thing. Another thing is when civil wrongs refers to when a person has been caused harm and seeks restitution. Those cases only need to show uh, preponderance of the evidence that shows that the defendant likely act wrongfully.
Okay.
So one of I think my favorite, how you say, line or of this part of the criminal law is uh, cruel and unusual punishments are forbidden in the constitutions. So the punishments for crimes should fit the crime.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah. So you're not going to kill somebody for stealing $20.
yeah, and also whatever the punishment is for whatever you did, it has to be, it has to fit the crime. And so if you like you said, if you stole a bag of candy in the store, doesn't mean that you need to be, I don't know, um, ill.
Yeah. Or sentenced to jail time. That's
Yeah,
too
the
much.
sentence has to be has what you did is wrong, right?
Yeah. Go
Because it's
repay
not
the
that,
store and pay a fine or something.
yeah, it's not that big to be punished that bad or that
Mhm.
hard. So I think this is one of my favorite quotes. The crime should fit, the punishment should fit the crime.
Yeah.
Um, so intent is important in determining the guilty of a person, determining the guilt of a person, especially as there are so many crimes that can be committed on white whitening.
Wittingly.
Yeah, like a crime consists of two parts: actus reus, the crime act, and mens rea, the criminal intent. Um, so I don't understand very good this part, but um, in other words, you aren't guilty just because you like to commit the crime.
That's
Uh,
good.
uh, no, until you actually commit it anyways. Um, so classifications of crimes. Crimes are classified by severity. Um, like there are one, two, and three classifications.
Mm-hmm.
So one is treason.
Yeah. Treason. Like when you betray the country.
Yeah. Um, Basic, felony and misdemeanor. So usually, the big ones, the big crimes are felonies, and you murder somebody, and the punishment for all those for felonies could be range from execution to over a year in prison time or a fine. The less serious crimes are traffic tickets, petty theft, and other minor infractions. It could be from a fine or in prison, or you can go to prison for a year. And so crimes in the business world, there are like corporate criminal liability, white collar crimes, and RICO, which means reckless, how do you say this? Racketeer influence and corrupt organizations. So corporate criminal liability, when an employee commits a crime, the company knew and did nothing to prevent the crime from happening. For example, and white collar crime, no violence crimes committed by against businesses. For example, when an employee stealing money from the business they work at. The RICO prohibits employees from committing crimes that involve extortion or coercion.
So like blackmail.
And mailing and wire fraud, security frauds, extortions, false pretenses, all those types of crimes in the business world. There's a bunch of them, but those are just some of them. I think just to finish this, I think my personal takeaway is there are all sorts of crimes that can be committed. They are wrong. They are written into the law as criminal and will be punished fairly once the perpetrator has been proven guilty. While it is possible to commit a crime by accident, most crimes can be avoided by being honest and having integrity. As you deal with others, you should generally be safe from inadvertently committing a crime. Okay, so I think that's everything that I want to share today.
All right.